Modern romance is a covert operation. The primary directive is simple: do whatever it takes to never get caught forming a genuine emotional attachment. The governing rule of this operation is plausible deniability. You construct a situationship that successfully simulates intimacy while maintaining a strict, legalistic distance. You get the benefits of connection without the liability of commitment. This 3D wireframe of the brain shows exactly why we do this. The amygdala, our built-in alarm system, frequently misinterprets emotional vulnerability. When it detects an incoming signal of intimacy, it processes that data as a literal, physical survival threat. Faced with an immediate threat, the brain deploys countermeasures. It initiates stealth tactics to camouflage your true intentions and protect your exposed flanks. You calculate exactly how many hours to wait before returning a text. You strictly avoid any conversation about labels. You manufacture emotional distance to ensure you always appear to care just a little bit less than the other person. We routinely frame these behaviors as personal freedom. In reality, a stealth relationship is a preemptive psychological cage designed to neutralize the risk of rejection. The fatal flaw in this stealth mission is a glaring vulnerability in our own hardware. Your conscious brain believes it is controlling the narrative, while your subconscious is actively being compromised. This split-screen model illustrates limbic resonance. While the conscious mind maintains a rigid flatline, the subconscious capacity for connection escalates. A shared laugh violently overrides conscious defenses. Your limbic system covertly hoards microscopic data points, tracking pupil dilation and microtremors to build an attachment. When these subconscious data points align, the brain issues an unavoidable command, delivering a heavy chemical payload of dopamine and oxytocin straight into your system. Calculated texts and manufactured distance offer absolutely no defense against this. Conscious stealth tactics are completely useless against a brute force biological imperative to connect. Fighting this imperative introduces severe cognitive dissonance. The psychological toll of maintaining your cover story while your biology pushes for connection is exhausting. You run headfirst into the paradox of secrecy. Suppressed emotions gain psychological weight through the very act of concealment. You enter a suppression feedback loop. The sheer volume of mental energy required to force yourself not to think about the attachment ends up consuming the vast majority of your brain's processing bandwidth. Looking at this feedback loop, you can see the exact tipping point. As suppression effort pumps up your cognitive load, the sheer effort required to maintain the secret forces a hyperfixation on the other person. A casual connection mutates into a total obsession. The stealth mission fails to prevent detachment. Instead, it acts as a sealed emotional pressure cooker that rapidly accelerates it. Eventually, the operation reaches an inevitable breaking point. The camouflage drops, the plausible deniability evaporates, and the emotional truth is fully exposed. This flowchart maps out the ultimate success scenario of the mission. Let's say you execute your stealth protocols flawlessly. You never slip up and you never get caught. Every path leads to the same outcome: absolute emotional isolation. You successfully protected yourself from the perceived threat, but you completely starved yourself of the reward. Compare that to the failure scenario. What actually happens when you get caught dropping your defenses and admitting that you care? Yes, exposed vulnerability carries the sharp, immediate risk of pain, but the brief, intense pain of exposure weighs less than the chronic exhaustion of maintaining emotional espionage. The failure of the mission reveals a massive miscalculation in our own hardware. The vulnerability your amygdala flags as a threat is actually the specific objective you were searching for the entire time. Getting caught in a genuine attachment is the terrifying, mandatory prerequisite for authentic human connection. Stepping out of the shadows and dropping the armor makes that connection possible.